Hello, hi. This is part two of the forms. Okay, let's get going. Okay, to understand what is happening in this video, you must understand. Uh, you must see the part one that I created. Anyway, without further ado, continuation of part from part one is part two. Okay, we have all the items here. All right. So, what do we do now? Now we need to provide a button. We look at this table. We just put in one more row, right? So from here we can put a button over here. So insert form button. Okay, now button usually you submit, but because we want to check the items inside that's why we don't submit it first. So what happens is we put it as none. There is many ways to do this. This is just one way of doing it. Remember, this video is concerned with checking the various objects and make sure that there are elements inside those objects. So yeah, so we don't have to worry about many other things about submission and all that. All we want to do is to check these boxes, make sure they are filled up before we submit them. Okay, so without further ado, okay, now we've done this. Okay, remember this. In Dreamweaver, now we have the design view. We can go to code view. Now we click on the button, we go to code view, and we see that the button is here. So what do? We type in on click, and then we put chk like that. Chk open close bracket semicolon. And what is chk? Is a function that we created inside the head tag. See, there's a body, this is the head. So we're doing the head tag. So what do? We create a function chk. Okay, now I put an alert here. Alert, this is the alert. Okay, just this is my style of doing things. After I put the alert, what I do is I run the what do you call that, the code. I run the script. So if I click here, this is the alert. So the alert box came out, so I know that I'm doing right. So the next step I do is I just remark this alert and I concentrate to check. I put let's say I created one variable OK, for example. Now we do the if statement. Remember, we'll start with the table name. Oh yes, hang on a minute. We should always name our our text boxes and all that. Let's say here tab phone number, phone tab. This one select, no, just put the country. Doesn't matter. Chat room, we can name that. This one R button, and this one comments. So txt comments. Remember, for now, what we concentrate on is the text boxes and text area. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Name, email, address, phone number, and comments. That's txt name, txt email, txt address, txt phone, and txt comments. So what do we do now? Now we remember this function that we run. Once the button is clicked, we go here. So what we do is to check for each and every one of them. First we say OK equals to no, for example, right? So look at this. If uh, document form 1 txt name dot value equals, remember there's two equal signs because we're using it inside an if statement, equals to nothing, then we do this. And what do? We take OK equals to yes, for example. What is document form 1 txt name value? This is what document form 1 is. This whole thing is called a document. form 1 is the form tag here. See, form ID form 1, and txt name is the txt name. We consider the value of txt name, the value, right? Now what happens is, to see, we do it 5 times. 1 2 3 4 4 5, not txt name. The next one we check is txt email, and the next one we check is txt address. Then we check txt phone. Then we check txt comment, I think, uh, comment, sorry. Okay, so now this is the most simplest one. Now what happens is this. Let me explain. First we set variable OK to 0. If txt name is equals to nothing, so OK yes, then we'll check this one: email, address, phone, and comments. Now after checking all that, if any of them is empty, so the word yes will OK will be given the value yes, right? So next stage is if we test for OK. OK equals to no. And what do we do? This is what we do. Document.form1 dot submit. Else we do nothing. We don't even have to put it actually, but for the sake of clarity, I just put. Let me just make it properly, put it properly. Alright, so basically that's it. It's that simple. Of course, let's say if you want to check the value of email, make sure the email is correct value, you can use this function to check, but that's another story. The question did not ask us to go to that far. And also, if like say if you take name, it's empty, so you put okay. You can actually do this. You can put an alert. Please fill in your name. You can do that. Okay, and then we can do this. Document.form1.txt name dot set focus. That will bring the focus to your txt name. Okay, I just save this, Control S, so see what happens. Okay, let's just click here. Please fill in your name, because I didn't fill in the name, but nothing happens. Oh, there's now 121. Okay, so 121. Oh, okay. I believe it's a capital F. So focus. Yeah. Anyway, I'll fix that later. I'll come back to that later. But in the end, basically this is how you do the thing, the what do you call that? Basically this is how you do the to answer the question basically. All right. So this basically checks for uh, the the values. Make sure that it's not empty. Like I said, you can put set focus there. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm sure there's some trivial thing there, but yeah, that's it. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching the video.